Hello, good afternoon. It's Saturday the 9th of March. Welcome to another episode of the match preview on Up the Reds TV with me, Andy. So, which is another big one, by the way. We play Manchester City tomorrow, 3:45 kickoff at Anfield. So, let's get into Jurgen's press conference that he did yesterday, Friday the 8th, around about 1:30, I think. So, okay, first question. He was asked about Trent and his comments, what he made in the 442 magazine about the winning trophies means more to us supporters than Man City supporters, or for that matter, any supporters of any team. He didn't, but yeah, all hell let loose on social with all the Man City fans coming out and showing photos of their 200, no more than 200 crowd following the bus around the city of Manchester. With their trophies that they've won. So I mean, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. This is how good Man City fans are. One even said, "Let's boo Trent every time he touches the ball for 90 minutes at the game on Sunday." And obviously, there's the mentality. Doesn't even know that Trent's injured and won't be featuring in the game at all. So yeah, that's probably 2-0 to Trent then in my book. But anyway, let's get so Jurgen just said, look, Trent is entitled to say what he wants to say because he was a player that stood on the bins outside Melbourne watching the first team train. Excuse me. Then he came into the academy, and then from the academy he got into the first team. He is living the dream of every lad that is a Liverpool supporter from the city of Liverpool. So, and Jurgen wasn't too much bothered about it. He did have a chuckle when he said, "Oh, I was told about that," and he said, "I was told what I can and cannot say." But he just went off on one of his respectable tangent answers and that. So, and then obviously touched on the game. He said that, look, this is not going to be a title decider on Sunday, because does anybody know what the other game scenarios are going to be up to the end of the season? So he said, he's not looking at it like that. It's just another game for us. But yeah, it is a big game, okay, for Liverpool. Like all games for Liverpool are big. We don't take any opponents lightly, and that's what he said. I mean, he showed respect for Pep. He said Pep is the number one manager, the best manager in the world. He said, I am not. And he said that they've got Haaland as the best number 9 in the world. Then after that, he said you've got De Bruyne, Foden, Rodri, and he was generally talking about. Question was asked about, is it going to be like Virgil, who's in a good form himself? Is it going to be a Virgil versus Haaland contest? And he said no. He said, it's more than that. He says, because you've got to deal with De Bruyne, you've got to deal with Foden, you've got to deal with Rodri. So he said it would not be just about them two, because they have talent all over the park. And what he generally said was, look, we will prepare the boys well. He said, we've got 48 hours before kickoff. He said, we will give the boys the right tools to go out and win the game. So quite happy with that. He's, that scenario. But like I say, he showed a bit of respect to the opposition. Jurgen shows a respect to all the opposition managers and teams that he has, but I can't recall in his tenure at Liverpool he's never disrespected a manager or a team in any of the press conference that he's done. What he says off camera might be slightly different, but he's certainly not done that. So yeah, look, it's a tough game. We know that, but I expect Liverpool to win. Reason for that is we are now converting our chances. We're scoring heaps of goals. We need to keep the little rat called Bernard Silva quiet, because he goes into pockets where no other players go and starts getting the ball and starts to dictate the play. So he will drop back into the back four, demanding the ball off them, and then it'll go through Rodri, through De Bruyne, and then Foden. Okay, so it's one of those. So we have to be on it from the first whistle. Jurgen did mention that you know, it will be, the atmosphere will be electric. He doesn't need to tell the supporters that. They know the severity of the game. I can't wait to hear that noise. Obviously, I'm not going. I'm watching it at home. I cannot wait from the first whistle to the 95th, 100th minute, you know, that Anfield will be absolutely rocking. And that'll give our players a major boost on the pitch. But for the opposition, it must be not terrifying, but putting off, because they can't get the messages over, etc. City like to do build-ups very slowly. They like to. It's the team of 1,000 passes before they score a goal. You know, so, and that's how they play. But teams have got at them. We've got better firepower because we're top of the league. We might not be when the game starts, because Arsenal play Brentford, and they'll beat Brentford 3-4-5-0 at the Emirates. That scoreline's not going to be no surprise to me. So they'll go above ourselves and City, and then obviously we play our game tomorrow. We just need to take care of our own business, and I'm sure that we will do. Asked about the injuries. Joey was just taken off as a prepared half-time substitution. He was only going to get 45 minutes, so that tells me that he's coming into the team. So Ibu, he said he was okay. He felt that if he did another sprint, something might happen, so he came off. So the club have sent him off for a scan. And you know what happens when Liverpool send their players off for a scan? It's always bad news. So I'm not expecting Ibu to be in the team tomorrow, or even in the squad. I'll be really surprised, and if he is, he'll probably be on the bench. So my team for tomorrow is based on what Jurgen's done in the past 6 or 7 games. Okay, obviously Keller in goals. It's either between Joey Gomez or Connor Bradley. It'll be Van Dijk, Kwanzaa, and this is my other thing with Joey. It'll be either Joey or Robbo at left back, and then in the middle, Endo and McAllister, the two best midfielders that I've seen in the Premier League this season, and Szoboszlai. And then up front, I think the shackles will be released for Mo on the right, Darwin in the centre, and Diaz on the left-hand side. That's, as apart from Alisson and Trent, as strong as we can get the team playing tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the game. Like I say, today's just been one of them days that it's, although it's weekend and I should cherish having the day off work, it's one of them where you're constantly thinking about tomorrow's game. You're thinking about the atmosphere. You're thinking about the scenarios. It just goes through your mind. I've took the dog out twice, and I've not done anything else but think about the game. Although I'm listening to some songs just to deafen out my thoughts that I've got going on. So anyway, that's enough from me. Okay, I'll do a post-match video after the game tomorrow, and what I'd like you guys to do is smash me a like, please. If you're not subscribing to this channel, please do. This is all things Liverpool, nothing reported from any other source, but just straight from Liverpool Football Club via its website, or any other official channels that Liverpool go through. So yeah, so you're hearing a lot of news about certain things that are happening, about certain appointments that might be happening, and who else is coming in, but you won't get that from me until it's confirmed by Liverpool, and then we can have a discussion about it. Okay, enjoy your Saturday evening. Don't drink too much. We've got a big game tomorrow. Make sure we have our clear heads, and let's do City some damage tomorrow. Okay, up the Reds.